I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone. Let the smoke clear. Alright, hit that like button, subscribe. If you didn't know, it's yours truly, Heartbreak Ace in real life. Now, unless y'all been living on the rock, have you heard the word? If not, let's get into it.
Y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofy. I say all that to say it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot, I'm gonna take that chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I
hold on, wait. But how do we get here? I take y'all back.
Take your best shot, I'm gonna take that chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, you know, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. Yo, E, we taking that song off streaming services, nigga. My niggas just gonna have to deal with it.
Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick. You the only motherfucker with a cigar. JCole, you supposed to say what you mean what you say. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. It's a contact sport. As we used to say back in the day, if you don't want to be a gangster rapper, go be R&B. West Coast, stand up. It's a victory. Kendrick Lamar's real on the hub. He really from there, and everybody gonna ride with him. JCole, with that attitude, we'll still be in slavery. Remember, to be the best, you gotta beat the best. Just like it. When I said what I said about Puffy at the Source Awards, Puffy would have took his tail instead of getting on him. It would have been a disappointment to my people, because he'd have been out to be on everyone. When one looked bad, we all look bad. We all gotta remember that. When Kobe Bryant played Michael Jordan in the All-Star game, Kobe showed up and played his best game ever. So we don't got time for no shit. I'm gonna tell you like I tell my son, if you act like people gonna treat you like and you know what happens to a it's fucked. It's a contact sport. Contact sport. Can't handle the field of tackle, down a flag. Kendrick Lamar, woo, West Coast, yeah, I'm smiling. Kendrick, I know I'm old now, but you motherfucker got some fire on them. I'm gonna put on this all eyes on me and do 100 burpees, 100 push-ups. I'm gonna work out all day, like I said before. Only the strong survive. And for you weirdos, it's easy to be a soldier. But there ain't no war. Snoop P, you know.
In his heart and his spirit, and if you wasn't up for the task, I'm not with the cosplaying.
Salute.
Cosplaying is over now. Be who the fuck you niggas are. So if that's who he is, which many people suspected that that's who he is, or who he was, which is why we thought he should stop barking up certain fucking trees because they may fall. And then when they fall, you get up there and do this at your festival with your fans and your people. That one move. Now I got to think of the position that you put everybody in. This is unacceptable.
That's why I don't like
this. This is unacceptable. By the way, this is totally unacceptable for me. And I told y'all dudes that when these niggas get out there on stage frolicking, acting like they bestest of buddies. These niggas get on these stages and say anything. There's way too many clips going around of him saying that same speech to Drake about him being the greatest that he says to Kendrick about him being the greatest. Where do you truly stand?
I think this record.
Where do you truly stand? I don't know. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I don't want to hear no more about that record.
I get you. I
don't want to hear no more about that record. I don't want to talk about it. He didn't mean it. It sounded like he didn't mean it. His voice was trembling like he didn't mean it. His choice of words as one of the greatest lyricists says he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. Because oddly enough, what you did now is make the Like That record sound harder again for another fucking week.
You definitely did.
That verse that y'all keep telling me Kendrick didn't do much on, every week that passes with y'all's new behavior, that song sounds harder.
A bazooka.
And now first person shooter sounds different.
They do.
This is real time art, how they changing perception out here, what these genius niggas are doing.
Alright, now I got y'all up to speed a little bit. In response to that verse from Kendrick Lamar, JCole finally decided to say something. And the timing was kind of bad too, if you think, because they about to release the second installment of the We Don't Trust You album, which is called We Still Don't Trust You, Future and Metro Boomin, that is. And they might have even more shots to throw at them. You don't even know. So I think Drake is being very strategic, being smart. He's just being quiet, staying low. He is observing like he should be. And that's a true Scorpion tactic. That's, you know. And anyway, JCole, he came out with the Might Delete Later EP. And before we even get to the 7-minute drill, I kid you not, man. I mean, I've always been a fan of JCole. My favorite is Drake. But if we're gonna say my all-time, it's probably gonna be Jay-Z first, but that's debatable for anybody. That's neither here nor there. But I thought JCole might have been number 2. He was slightly under the Drake to me because, to me, Drake is number 1 over all of them. And I'm gonna tell you why. Kendrick is a lyrical genius. I can give him that. He can spit on that paper. But I'm not really want to say genius though, because I'm not gonna be biased about it or nothing either, man. He's lyrical, yo, but what they proclaim him to be, I don't give him that. That's my opinion. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if he don't like it. I don't give 2 fucks. Like, you probably gonna say I ain't nobody, but yo, I ain't nobody to you. But I will tell him that in his face because that's just my honest opinion. I'm a man first. He was always number 3 to me since the beginning. Even when JCole first and all them first came out, which is basically the same time, he was always number 3 to me. Kendrick Lamar, that is, K-Dot, Kung Fu Kenny, whatever y'all want to call him. Like, he's lyrical. He's lyrical, but there's a lot of lyrical people. Jadakiss was lyrical. He ain't never spit nothing whack. He wasn't considered a GOAT. And Jadakiss definitely spits way better than Kendrick Lamar. I know y'all young kids, this new gen, man, y'all probably don't know who Jadakiss is. Maybe y'all do, if y'all familiar with real hip hop. But Jadakiss is definitely is way lyrical than K-Dot. I think Beanie Siegel was way lyrical than K-Dot. It's just the fact that K-Dot, he's great at creating real substance, like on a Black Panther type of movement or whatever. Like, and I respect that, you know. I love that. I respect that because, especially what I believe in my type of religion, which is not a Christian, but you know, nothing against them. But I do have a religion. It's just not that. But anyway, he good with that type of substance, right? And when it comes to, but first of all, that's the only box that Kendrick Lamar ever been in. He only can, like, it seemed like that's the only way he can do. I think he kind of try to sway off of that and get a little more melody with it on the damn album. It's not for him. He can't do it. Like, I think his best part of that album, like trying to be with the melodies, he had to go get like Rihanna and them. Like, I love the album, don't get me wrong. Like, that's, other than Good Kid, Mad City, to me, that's his second best album. Like, everybody just stuck on the, oh, we gonna be all right type of little movement and shit, like, whatever. And like, I get it like that. I mean, stand up for our people, but he making albums and concepts about that, but we don't see him do that in real life. Remember the time when the Black Lives Matter situation started, and everybody was like, what would JCole and what will Kendrick, waiting for them to make a response. And you shouldn't be looking up to no artist for no damn response. You know what I'm saying? This is life. If you live in this life, then you should know how you feel and what you think you want to say, or what you should stand up for. I don't know if that's just the Aquarian type of way in me, but that's just how I really feel. But he didn't have to say nothing, and then the people had to follow. But in every album that you ever made, that's your substance of doing what's right, uplifting the black community, standing up for our black community, fighting for us on some Malcolm X, Martin Luther type of ish. You know what I'm saying? That's his cloth. That's who he portrayed to be, right? But we never hear him in none of these situations. Like, how the fuck you let Lil Baby, mumbling, rapping ass, make a song for Black Lives Matter, and it was with melodies, and it still was a fucking hit? This nigga was in the street, fist up, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. Like, how the fuck how you let him do that? For real. Where were you? Help me understand that, man. I don't get it. Like, you never be around when it's time to stand up for the people, but that's what you speak about in your albums. Whenever you make an album, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you great. You want to have substance in your albums. It don't take you 3, 4, 5 years to process an album to do that. If you really lyrical and you really about the people and you know your impact that you have on the people, then you should be dropping just as much as Drake and drill that in people's head. You don't let young kids and all that get killed. The stuff that you stand up for, but your voice is everything. We are all made of energy. You feel me? The voice is the first thing. That voice, that sound vibration, that created life. You get what I'm saying? Your voice mean a lot to people, man. So when all of that shit going on, you disappear for 5 years. You disappeared, Kendrick. But anyway, I digress. That's his only box he can fit in when it comes to rapping, other than it being lyrical, right? Now we goes to JCole, who was supposed to be the middle brother, but they put him at number 3. And for a long time, I was rooting for JCole, especially me being residing from North Carolina, Lumberton. You know what I'm saying? Which is 10 minutes away. Basically, we from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? Me and JCole. You put a bad name on the city that you're supposed to be representing. A bad name. Since you came in the game, JCole, the reason why I love you as an artist, no homo, no diddy. The reason why I loved him as an artist, his artistry, is because he can do what Kendrick do too, but he can make it more appealing. Now I know your people want to say his album make you fall asleep and all of that. Kendrick do too. They in the same box. They both was lyrical rappers. Until Forest Hill Drive, only Good Kid, Mad City was the album that didn't really make you fall asleep. That To Pimp a Butterfly, I don't care what y'all say about that. I don't care what y'all can call it a classic, only because of the topics that he was talking about. But the way he constructed it, the beat choice, all that funkadelic, nah, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care what you say about that. To me, to be a GOAT, you can appeal to everybody. Jay-Z did it. That man, he almost 100 years old. He can seem fly to even the young kids still today, man. So I don't want to hear that, man. That album, if we just going off the substance of what he was speaking on, and because he's lyrical, I can call it a classic. because our people need to hear that. But I think if him and JCole would have made that same exact album to Pimp a Butterfly, I think JCole version would have been better. Period. Like, they could have had the same titles of the songs, sequence it the same way, but don't listen to the production. And I think J. Cole's would have been better. I'm sorry to say that. So basically what I'm saying is, J. Cole can do what Kendrick can do. And Kendrick can do what J. Cole can do. Now when we get to Drake, the GOAT, Drake can do what Kendrick and J. Cole can do. The lyrical shit, the substance. But that extra sauce that K-Dot and J. Cole can't do and make it seem appealing. Not only because Drake sang, cause let's get that out the window. Cause even when he first started, he wasn't even a great singer. It's just the way he sing. He's more convicting, like he inside of his body. He feel himself. He's inside of his spirit. Like, so it don't matter. Like, he was just getting better over time, and we was okay with that. But it was just a different way of expressing yourself from that music and being lyrical at the same time, which is hard to do. That's probably why he's, other than Kanye or Ye, whatever he want to be called these days, other than that, Drake is another one that can do that. He's like the Steph Curry of the game, man. You know, Kobe's gone, and he's like that. So it's like he's not only did he make Vulnerability look seem cool in the 2010 era, but he know how to be lyrical, but make it appealing to the youth, all the older people, different races, because he had the melodies with it. He know how to make you feel exactly how you want to make you feel with the song, but it got the melody, you know? It ain't just boring, because you got to make them want to listen, first of all. So he know how to be lyrical and make it the modern sound too at the same time. He know how to blend it together perfect. You know what I'm saying? Which is his sound. He good at that. But Drake can do what they can do, but they can't do what Drake can do. Well, I ain't seen no artist do what Drake can do, especially at the stature, the way that Drake does it. So that's basically why he's number one. It's a couple more reasons why he's number one. But he's out of all those three, he's the one that seen the most non-street to all of them. The one they play soft. But we don't really see him in no being soft situations. I don't give a fuck you gonna say he got people doing this and that for him. I mean, he's a billionaire. He's supposed to have people protecting him. But at the end of the day, you can call him soft for being a singer, all that. He's vulnerable, cry to women, whatever. He's still a man at the end of the day. If he was all this and that, everybody hate on him. And I'm torn that they even having this situation, because it stirred up from Metro and Drake and Future. And Future was on my Mount Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? He was on that, bro. Like, literally, for modern day music, he was up there. It was Drake, J. Cole, and that boy Future. That's how I did have it at one point. Not all time, but just for this, you know, the new kind of sound, the new era. That's who I got. That was my three. Even though Future been around just before Drake, but Drake was on before him. I think Future came out in 2012. I think, I can't remember. I can't recall it, man. But that Future is one of the ones, man. He not like the lyrical in the sense of what you would call lyrical, why he's one of my ghosts, but he's like the street lyrical, like he that type of vibe, you feel me? So I say that to say this though, but JCole, since you came in the game, your whole thing, like, you was always hip-hop, pro-hip-hop. Seemed like you was more than Kendrick and Drake at one point. But you was always put at the bottom. Always. And you felt that. And me understanding life, and shout out to Joe Budden, and go watch that episode, by the way, that I played for y'all. But being regional, it does count in a way, cause it's like wherever you're from, even if you ain't from there, if you've been there long enough to consider being from there, you're gonna act like yourself, but you still gonna act like a tad similarity of your environment. You get what I'm saying? So with JCole being from Fayetteville, K-Dot being from Compton, I'm from the area, like, and this killers is, you know, it's like that, just like it is in Compton, but Compton is 20 times more severe. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. It's more severe, so their mind states are gonna be different. Even if both of them was backpack rappers, they ain't really been in the streets, because I don't think Kendrick or JCole was in the streets for sure. Matter of fact, down here, JCole was really in the school playing basketball and all that. You know what I'm saying? I stayed in Ramsey and Murchison Street, like, I used to stay right up there. That's in Fayetteville. That's basically 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes from where JCole just stayed. But anyway, they're definitely not street. But coming from them two environments, the aggressor be more like K-Dot, as you see, with like that, which is now more severe now, because JCole, you was always the one out of all those three speaking about real rap, letting Nas down and all that. You got signed to my favorite artist of all time, Jay-Z, for crying sakes, my dude. You was always about that. Then you started, after they count me out, bullets. After that wave, when you came out with that song, you had a chip on your shoulder. You had to let them know, like, you started to tell Drake and Kid you was number one. And you started making it sound real believable. And I still think you're a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar. But I'm gonna tell you why that don't matter. Yo, the way you was coming at everybody, with the way you was versing in and sticking it to him like you was ready to do something to him. Drop my headphones, sorry y'all. Anyway, you was talking like you the greatest rapper alive. If you had a beef with God and all of that, you be going to hell or whatever you said in that song with Benny the Butcher, which was fire. Like I said, you was on killer mode. You know what I'm saying? The off season, people don't respect that album enough. It was a classic to me too. He was real rapping, but you can tell you heard the difference in him. He was coming. He just started wilding, man, and it was like, for the sport of hip hop. And he's an Aquarius and I'm an Aquarius, so I kind of get your mind state, what you're trying to do. But all you can stand for is being like a great rapper. Put the beat shit aside, cause I heard y'all friends, and I heard them other guys, they, you know, I rock with Joe. I had to say them other guys, but you know, anyway. They say after the Like That song, JCole and Kendrick spoke on wax or whatever. They spoke on the phone, I'm sorry. So maybe this apology that you made, JCole, maybe when y'all had that conversation on Like That, because JCole seemed like he was in a panic mode, losing his friend, when it's just rap. So you say, y'all, if y'all really had that conversation like people say y'all had after that Like That verse, and Drake didn't know that, y'all been friends for a long time. Drake embraced both of y'all. Both of y'all had a career without Drake, but Drake got y'all name out there. I remember when JCole album first came out, Drake was there buying the nigga album. When JCole was fresh on like he ain't had no bread in the black t-shirt, Drake was in the store buying the JCole album. You know how much publicity that got him, that shot him up? Trust me, that's good marketing. Drake was already Drake at that point. K-Dot. We keep on talking about this Section 80 shit. It might have been a good album, but who gives a fuck if nobody really knows about it, unless you was a Kendrick fan. Ain't nobody talking about Section 80 in the motherfucking hip-hop. To everybody acknowledge, K-Dot first album was Good Kid, Mad City, and that's a fucking undisputable fucking classic. It's going up there with one of the all-time classics, period. And I'm not even a Kendrick fan. But that's one of them ones. But I'm not biased in the situation. I'm gonna speak the truth at all times. That's one of them ones. But this is my problem with this. Now, if it was just lyrical warfare and all of that, and y'all say I was cool with the friendly competition, because that's the only friendly competition, it don't add up right. Because if y'all had a call on the phone and spoke about the Like That verse, why would he even feel the need a week and a half later after the phone call, or however y'all met up, saying it was cool? Why would he feel the need to come out? It wouldn't matter if how people pressuring him. Why did you come out with that diss track and you tried to do one of them charge ups? You tried to follow Drake path like everybody try to follow him, which that's, once again, he's the trendsetter, a GOAT. Just like what Jay-Z was when he was in there. They gonna follow whatever he's doing. But you try to do like a charge up record, like jabbing for real, but you didn't execute it right. Because you should have even put it up there, bro, because you fucked up a great EP. That EP could have went down as a classic like So Far Gone was when it first came out. That mixtape could have been a classic. But you came out with the jab, trying to get with the charge up. If it was cool, the stuff you spoke on, you wouldn't have said, you wouldn't have wrote those verses if that was the case. If that was the conversation y'all had, you would have dissed them with a friendly competition verse, whatever, but it wouldn't have been what you said in those verses. And you said that's all I had to say. Then you apologize and trying to downplay it and shit. So if y'all that damn cool, if you a man and you ain't scared, sound like this is a play, all of y'all making this play to set up Drake, what it sound like to me, because he beating all of y'all, number-wise, popularity-wise, all that. Sound like y'all over this 15-year run he been on, all of y'all just getting tired of him, including you, JCole, and you don't want to say it. And it sound like y'all plotted against Drake. Because if it ain't that, I hope you thinking on some 48 Laws of Power shit where you just disguising, pretending like you lost in defeat and weak, to act like you lost so the opponent can get comfortable so you can wait and then execute. But even if you do that, it ain't gonna work, bro, because that nigga, you let that man diss you like that, and you came out with a diss song, bro, you should have fucking apologized to that nigga in person, my nigga. You should apologize to that nigga in person. You fucked up the whole shit with this shit. Like, first person shooter don't even hit like it need to hit no more. Not for none of y'all. Not even just for like the ones that made the song like Drake and you. It don't even hit like that like for Kendrick, bro. Like, it don't even, cause it sounds incredible out your mouth to say all y'all the GOATs. And you did that, bro. You could have kept a friendly competition. You ain't gotta diss him in a way that you speaking and sabotaging and putting dirt on his name, like, but bro, or you just out rap him. Don't lie on the nigga. Out rap him. That's the only thing you can do to beat him. And Drake know that. That's why he chilling with his shit. Cause he know he gotta like be extra, he gotta be sharper than him with the pen. He can't really get it with the melodies. But Drake being Drake, he gonna try to kill him with the pen and then spice it up with the melody. And if he do that, don't act that man again. He is the new GOAT after that. Which I hope he do that. But anyway, you not only did you JCole, man, like, I just can't believe this, bro, because what you stand for, like, it's rap. And now it's looking crazy out here. Like, we ain't on nothing materialistic ish, like, this ain't no materialistic shit we on, but it's like we kind of got the same mindset when it comes to some Aquarius shit, bro. And I know, then you should know, we don't care about money, but we also know we have to have an abundance of money because of our mindset. We humanitarians. We always trying to create, and when we ready to create for mankind to make it better, we need that resources at all times. We only know delays because we think everywhere creating. Now you made a good move for apologizing to show that to the youth to change the cycle. That was a good statement on that, but you should have stood on your fucking diss. And you could have still apologized, but you ain't had to apologize in that way. You could have said, like you said in the song, like, I don't really want to do it like that. But you jab me on the chin, yeah, I take it on the chin. I'm just going to come back and hit you on the chin, bro. But it's all love. That's how you should have apologized to him. But you still should have ate that nigga head off, bro. Because it's like, even with your career now, what's the point of leading us up to the fall off, bro? When you talking, you going to show people it's really about rap. What was the point of doing all that hard work? You knocked it down yourself, my nigga. If it's real rap, bro, how you gonna come with an album fall off talking real rap and you just did that in a rap battle? You shouldn't have said nothing at all if you felt that way, bro. You your own man. And this is definitely why you're not a GOAT, because you let somebody else, you let the peers tell you what to do. You a king. See what Drake doing? He moving on his own accord. How you one of the GOATs and you let everybody else tell you or dictate you making a response that you didn't want to fucking do, my nigga? If you didn't want to do it, you a king, dog. You a god. We are gods. God made us demigods on this earth, dog. Black God. If you didn't want to do this shit, man, you should have did it. Can't nobody convince you, my nigga. Especially you being a fucking Aquarius man. If y'all believe in that horoscope shit, you should, because you say you so spiritual, you got to get back with God. Then you should know. We don't do that, bro. We move on our own accord. Can't nobody trick you out of your spot, but obviously they can. You should have never made a diss track then, bro. If you was gonna get out there and apologize, because, and the reason why, bro, because I'm not knocking you want to apologize to that nigga. That's on you. It's good for the new energy. We need that positive energy. But my thing is, bro, now you fought it up for your career, bro, and you were one of my favorite artists, bro. And as what you stand for, I don't want to see that happen to you, bro. But it can be done, because there ain't nothing impossible. Because we out here living on this earth free if we want to be. So it ain't nothing impossible, but it can be done. But it's going to be hard to get your credibility back, bro. Like, it ain't no other way around it. You have to make this shit seem like it was some 48 laws of power shit. This is a strategic move, excuse me. A strategy that you and the boy Drizzy used, and act like he was copping out on some 48 laws, I'm defeated, so he can get cocky, K-Dot that is, and then body slam his ass. Future them too. Cause for whatever reason, man, I'm not picking this side, but I still want Drake to win. Because it just seemed odd to me, especially when y'all come up with the song like that, y'all playing him for the role of he's really soft. He really ain't like that. He really ain't no street nigga. So it's almost like y'all trying to bully the nigga because he was the nerd that got all the girls when he got older. You never seen Revenge of the Nerds? That shit happened like that in real life, yo. You know what I'm saying? So it sound like y'all mad about that shit. Like, it definitely gotta be about some female shit. And if it ain't that, y'all mad because of, in the music industry, he basically controlling all the money. Y'all still getting money, a lot of money, because of who y'all are. Future like y'all and how y'all build y'all name up. But it kind of went down a little bit because of Drake. Let's be honest. Every deal he breaking and all of that, the music industry believe he's more valuable than all of them. And he don't even gotta be on their label. See what Apple did when they gave him them deals, and I think the last deal that man just probably got was close to 600 million, whatever. Like, he's definitely a big in a short period of time, man. And I think y'all got tired of that. Like, he's the nerdy pretty boy image, and y'all got tired of that shit. Like, he ain't gonna be getting all the girls, fucking all the girls, and all the girls dick riding this nigga. He controlling almost all the motherfucking fool. He got niggas like what hand you roll up with type shit. He big cock these on y'all niggas. And y'all can't stand that shit. Because that nigga get there and sing to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he basically bullying y'all basically just by being that talented. On some Mike Jack shit, and y'all don't like that. That's what I think happened. And because of that, much as I love the Future too, man, I don't respect that if that's what's going on. So I hope Drake annihilate all of y'all, which I think he capable of doing. But JCole, man, you gotta go with him, bro. Cause if not, that's your only way out. You fucked up your career. Cause what else you gonna be able to rap about? All you rapped about really was being the best. Whether you was doing the shots at them niggas or not, or any rapper, you should have kept it like you had it, bro. The way you rapped on motherfucking Secret Recipe and First Person Shooter and the song with what I keep forgetting that fucking name of that song, man. It's a song with Benny the Butcher though. Caddy something, I can't remember. Shit hard though. You should have just kept rapping like that, not too direct and shit, and still claim to be the best rapper, bro. Cause like you are, bro, like neck and neck with Drake when it comes to lyrical rap, bro. But now you not, bro, just because of what that was a bad move, bro. Unless it's a strategy, like I said it was gonna be. Cause now you put like everybody in a tough spot for real, bro. And then you can't say you got love for all three of them if you did that, and after what just transpired with all y'all, cause it looked like you copped out on Kendrick's side, and Kendrick ain't gonna take your side. But if he happened to take your side and y'all come out with a song, it ain't even gotta be a diss song to Drake, but just a regular song, then we definitely know what happened. We know what you did. Sad, man. And it's sad to say, man, out of all people, but Suge Knight is right. And I got love for Joe No Diddy, man. No homo, whatever you want to call it. He's definitely right. But that's all I really got to say about that situation, man. I'm going to leave it alone. Unless y'all want me to keep talking about it. I don't know. But put it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think it's over for JCole? Like, seriously, y'all think it's over for JCole? If it's over for JCole, put some heartbreaks in the chat for me. Alright? In the comments down below. Put some heartbreaks down there for me. If you like what I'm doing, you already know how to get with me for real. You trying to hear some more from the streets, you just like, comment, subscribe, hit me up. Oh, and by the way, my sophomore album is out too. Heartbreak Poetry, by the way. You can look in the description, comments, bio. I don't know, your back pocket, whatever you gonna look at, it's definitely there. Check it out, you know what I'm saying? I'll get with y'all later, man. Keep your ear to the streets. It's yours truly, Heartbreak Ace.